This is the You Can't Kill a Nitrogang out here.
Nitro.
Yeah. HPI, baby!
Nitro World Order.
Nitro World Order.
What's up, Nitrogang? It's a great day. It might rain, it might not rain. Who the hell cares? We need to run this classic vintage HPI Nitro Bullet 3.0. I purchased this about a couple years ago. There's a couple videos on my channel where I talked about where I picked it up. Today I am going to be doing the first start on this. I've recently just put in the new batteries. Everything is good. Electronics are mostly checked. We will do a fail-safe check later on. I'm going to ride this scooter here to the track. And I have the HPI Nitro Bullet tied up. And check this out, Nitrogang. When I'm passing people, they're gonna know what this is all about. I'm fairly confident this will be a great trip. Normally I drive, but today I figured why not take out my scooter, you know, see how the first start goes on this vintage HPI Nitro Bullet. Okay guys, let's go. It's going to be an adventure. This scooter has a claimed top range of 20 miles. The top speed is about 15.5 miles an hour, so it is not the fastest, but this thing is fairly comfortable. And for me, as long as I could strap on a Nitro anywhere to the scooter and make it to the RC track, well, that's a good day. This is the reality of making a video. You sometimes have to wear a dumb looking chest strap like this in order to get videos. But you know what, guys? I do it for the Nitrogang. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. First, we're gonna do some off-roading. There's some giant wild turkeys over there in the back. Supporters of the Nitrogang, of course. Let's see how this scooter does in some off-road conditions. This is not an off-road scooter. Okay guys, whoa, turkeys, what's up? What's up guys? You wanna come RC? Sorry for chasing you around, but I gotta make it through, you know? Yeah, later guys, later. Here, well there's some good amount of vibration, but I just need to make it a little bit on this off-road path, and then we'll be off to some great pavement. Let's just hope I don't get any flat tires. That would highly piss me off. I'm going relatively slow now, if you can't tell. Oh man. This is a very adventurous choice I've made. Look at that bullet over there bouncing around. What's up, bro? What's up? There should be a good amount of sand here coming up. It's not predictable like running an electric. You never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm almost through the off-road here. You know what, not bad. This is pretty off-road worthy. This is like the TRD, the Toyota Racing Division or development, whatever you wanna call it. And that's it guys. Now we're going to do some speed running. Let's see, pretty good pavement here. Okay. I just hit top speed. We're zooming right along. Look at all these guys on the red light. What's up, yo? What's up? They're all looking at me because I have a camera on my chest and I'm yelling. Well, this is what you do for an adventure. Some park cops here. I think I know those guys. Look at that. We're on cruise control. I'm not even using my hand to apply throttle. One hand, baby, one hand. Oh man, I see a Lamborghini right here. The pure irony is that it's parked in an electric car charging station. Well, it's parked right next to it. It's kind of a symbol. There's a Tesla backing up. I don't know if it's trying to get into this thing, but actually this thing produces almost no charge. I did the math on this, and it says 6 kilowatt hour generator, renewable energy from the solar panel. Now, that's basically about 8 miles of range for this Tesla over here. I would sure love to talk to this Tesla Model X driver. I don't know how approachable they are. What they don't know is I own 2 damn Priuses. What's this person doing parked on the freaking driveway over here? And we're by the beach, baby. These cobblestones are relatively rough, but nothing this off-road scooter can't handle. What's up, guys? Hit a home run for me. Home run, let's do it. Playing some baseball out there. All right, guys, I made it. No problems. Didn't get pulled over by the coppers or nothing. Nothing fell off the scooter. Lucky enough for me, I packed a jacket in the bag I brought because it's a little bit brisk out here by the water. You know, the ocean, that's the Atlantic Ocean over there. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about the history of this Nitro Bullet here, and then we're gonna try to fire it up. Let's give the Bullet ST a little bit of a closer look. So here I have the last HPI racing catalog from 2016. Now this is not a 2016 model. You guys will see why. This is the original manual it came with, no big deal. Just want to show you I have the manual. I like literature like this. So here I have the outgoing Bullet 3.0 model listed here. We have the same exact engine in the one we have, the HPI G3.0. Now the only problem with these is they tend to look really terrible when they get older. So these cooling heads are not anodized. It's very weird. So this aluminum uncoated piece of metal tends to have what looks like obviously aluminum oxide rust over time. It really doesn't matter. What matters is compression. I'm going to test the compression right now. Okay, yeah. So this thing has a very good compression. Now of course it goes without saying, at home I disassembled the cooling head, put in some afterburn oil, I made sure that the piston and cylinder were in good running condition, and I did oil this air filter. This is a breather style filter, so technically if you get it into some water, the only way air could get in is here on top, which makes pretty much submerging the motor in water fairly unlikely. Other than that, this thing is completely stock, other than these Duratrax lockup MT wheels. This is the way that I purchased it. I would never try to upgrade tires. Personally, I like the original tires that the Bullet came with. There were two versions of the tires. There were these like Chevron style ones, and these, I'm not sure what these are called, but basically similar to this. Notice here, they're really just kind of trying to advertise the Flux version all the time. They've devoted a bunch of information here just to the Flux system. But we came here to see this HPI G3.0 motor run, and that's what we're gonna do. But first, on a little tangent, check out what wound up happening when I was trying to set up the radio. The failsafe was incorrectly set. Let's do a radio check on this Bullet. This comes with a Spectrum DX3C. I'm pretty unfamiliar with this system, but I need to know whether the failsafe is set correctly. Right now I have the receiver box all open, and I'll talk a little bit about the controversy that basically killed HPI with this receiver box design. I have a Traxxas here, but first let's check the failsafe. I'm gonna power on the radio. Spectrum, there we go. 6 volts, Bullet. Okay, let's turn on the car. I could operate the throttle, the carb opens up just fine. The steering is all correct. Of course, it's a little slow, but it's fine. But look at what happens when you power off the radio. This thing has, check this out, it opens up full throttle. That's right, so the failsafe is setting correctly. Check this out again. As soon as I power it back on, it goes back to its normal idle position. When I power it off, that's right, it opens up full throttle. Now this should actually be full brake, but of course it's set incorrectly. If for some reason this cut out on me while I was driving, this would be a guaranteed runaway. Now I have to do a little bit of research how to correctly set the failsafe to apply brakes on the Spectrum receiver. I read the owner's manual on this remote and also the receiver, and it says that the failsafe is set during binding. So now I have to rebind this whole system. Even though it's already binded, you just saw it's functional and it works. But for now, let me show you guys the controversy that was going on with what nearly killed HPI. So we have the receiver box open now. There is a rubber seal, you know, on the outside of this box, as you would expect, to make sure that the electronics are more or less waterproof. Now this is an old Traxxas Stampede. I don't currently have the seal here, but they use the same kind of seal design that normally when this radio box is assembled, that will be the waterproof function of it. Now, of course, there is some extra waterproofing here on top, and HPI has their own waterproof, you know, grommet cover for the on-off switch, just like any other RC. So I don't understand what the situation was. But, you know, Traxxas took them to court. They said that they had a patent and basically HPI went into bankruptcy. But now they're back. Everything's okay. We're gonna be running Bones Brew 30% nitro, 10% oil. Just got a brand new shipment of this. Relatively good. We're doing a live time first start. Put some fuel in. The next most important thing is to make sure that I see fuel in this clear fuel line. Hopefully it primes just fine. Okay, I'm gonna hold the stinger shut. Okay, yeah, I saw a bunch of fuel going to the motor. That made me happy. That should be an adequate prime. Hopefully my throttle trim settings are okay. Just gotta fire it up now. It's gonna start, baby, I feel it. Just to free up the engine a little bit. Motor is super cool, wow. I can easily hold my finger here for a long time. It rolls forward a little bit. The clutch tends to engage a little early, but that's probably due to an old and weak clutch spring. I haven't really inspected the clutch, but the wheel should not be spinning at this low of an RPM in my opinion. It'll run just fine, but there's always a chance that the clutch spring will just give out as I run it. Guys, this motor is running so good, I could easily hold this aluminum chassis and it's not even hot. The only problem is I'm inhaling nitro fumes, but it's worth it. Look at that. HPI G3.0, baby. Perfect idle. You just can't kill a nitro, you know, no matter what you do. Although some people can. Usually the Traxxas haters out there, they have no problems killing nitros. Beautiful idle, wow. No weird bogging down, nothing. Perfect. It was about 5 seconds after I pinched the fuel line. Why am I still yelling? Well, I usually yell because these nitros are loud, you know, it's not like running an Arma. What can I tell you? Those things are quiet. This is the factory needle setting. I looked it up on the HPI website, of course, in their owner's manual. 5 seconds when you pinch the fuel line, motor leans out a little bit, speeds up, then shuts down. That is ideal. Okay, I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. Maybe talk to a couple people nearby, you know, I kind of like talking about nitros. What can I tell you? Spread the Nitrogang influence out there. And then we're gonna fire this thing up again and do a little bit of a track run over here. Let's take it on the track, baby! Well, it runs, that's a good sign. Gotta make sure the steering is correctly trimmed. This really is the first time I'm kind of taking it around anywhere. Thing is pretty quiet. HPI Nitro Bullet ST, baby! The brakes are fantastic. I'm running really rich, so it's really not hitting those high RPMs. But man, this thing is running great. Let's lean it out a little, guys. What do you say? Lean it? Who wants to lean it? Lean it! Lean it. We got the lean party over here. Charlie, touch the cooling head. Is it cold? Well, you know what I mean. It's not hot, right? Out of fuel, out of fuel. You heard at the end it leaned out a little bit? That's how it's supposed to run.
How on earth is it staying that cool?
Dude, HPI G3.0 runs really cool.
Dude.
I always tell everybody, this is my favorite engine in any of these.
He just gunned that head when we took it off, and it was 360.
What are you running, the big red and this Kyosho GT2?
Yeah.
Didn't Kyosho just discontinue this and I made a video about it and everybody called me a hater?
I believe so.
Yeah. You saw that video, it was fantastic, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right. We got the Nitrogang support crew out here. Yeah, man, this thing ran really cool. And I was running basically factory settings with 30% nitro fuel.
30%?
That was 30%, so
it was that cool?
Yeah, I've had this same engine in a different chassis on a Nitro MT2 at 50 miles an hour. So with a single speed. So this one should theoretically approach that limit when it's running warmer. You know, but for now, I would say this was a successful start. I got this like 2-3 years ago and I haven't started it at all. Basically did very minimal maintenance. And as I always say, Charlie, you can't kill a nitro. What do you think? Nitro. That's right. This is the you can't kill a Nitrogang out here. Nitro. Yeah. There'll be more on this. I'm gonna take a little bit of a chill. Maybe go on a beach walk over here, talk to a couple people about nitro, of course, because what else is there really to talk about? See you later, guys. Bye. Later, I'm gonna walk away. Oh, hold on, I gotta get on my scooter. Okay, all right. That's it. We're gonna run a little off camera now. Bullet's running great.
So fine, but her breath is like, she say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to move. Her name is Jane, bitch don't have no panties. I'm